metals to break its all-time high again. And we have discussed about gold before. In this tutorial. We will study into copper. And we could see that over the last 10 years, that in fact the copper is not doing too badly. It has increased by 7 folds compared to Dow Jones about 4 folds, S&P about 5, Nasdaq 9 to 11. Now, and there's an interesting statement made by Fed last week, and he said that it is premature to be talking about pausing our rate hikes. We have a ways to go. And notice that the ways is in plural. And it means that inflation is here to stay. And what will be the best inflationary hedge assets or instrument? It will be commodities, and metals will be one of them. And interestingly, last week I received a question from one of the viewers here, and Kratika, he asked that I have been doing research for hedging against inflation. What are your thoughts on crypto, REITs, and tips as hedge against inflation? And my replies to Kratika is this. I say that try asking ourselves this question. So what will be up, or what we will have to pay more during inflation? Food, gas, you name it. Yeah, so all these market, we should be focusing on them. Now, we do not have to overthink too much about what should we invest in them. The basic commodities and all these companies that commodities, the indices, we should be looking at that very closely. And today's topic, there are two parts to it. And I believe that interest is back in commodities. And what I'm seeing here is that especially for copper, and the rest may follow after that. Now, why interest is back in copper again? And that will be our topic today. And I'm going to break down the two parts, the fundamental reason, and it's always good that if there's a technical proposition to back us up on our fundamental outlook. And this is what we're going to discuss for today's tutorial. And but before I get into the topic today, please take some time to read into the disclaimer down here. All right, let's get started on the first part on its fundamental reason. And before we get into the fundamental reason, the strong demand of the copper maybe becoming in, let's understand the users of copper. And in order, I name it. Number one is building construction. Number two, electronics products. Number three, transportation. Number four, industrial machinery and equipments. And number five, medical, and so on and so forth. Now, yes, medical, and what medical is going to use copper for is, according to what I understand, that copper is an good matters to kill off bacteria. That's what I know. Now let's understand a little bit about the demands and the consumer, the purchaser, and who are the number one consumer of copper. And we could see this in order as well. Number one is China at 54%, and this data was collected in 2021. And Europe 15%, other Asia 14%, America 11%, and others 6%. Now, I'm still on the fundamental reason why I believe that there should be strong demand on copper again. Now, what if China may be opening up? Now, I believe that it's a matter of time that China, the number one consumer in copper, will be open up. It's a matter of time, but of course, we do not know when. Now, but the market dropped us a hint last Friday. Now, so one of the former Chinese disease control officials said, now he said that China will make substantial changes to its dynamic zero COVID-19 policy in this coming month. It means that now China is in dynamic zero, a lot of restriction. Maybe they'll be opening up of their streets, their village, their town, their cities, and that should have created some opening in their industry, their business activity. I do not know, but this is a hint given. And on the same day itself in Reuters, another second news I saw, and presidency says country will continue to open up. And he dropped the hint, open up. So that's as an investor, I see that, and he continued to say that they are going to share opportunities. We have to take it could be a hint. We do not know, but we could see that last Friday in the Asia stock market, it has rallied tremendously. Based on this, I wouldn't call it speculation, but the hint that it has given to the marketplace now here. And now let's go over to the technical part about why I perceive that um, copper or precious metal, there's a reason for its uptrend today. And I think that something has just happened last Friday and it will carry us forward for another round of rally. So we understand something about the fundamental. And now we got to now look at the technical. If we can merge both of them together, now as an investor, you will add a lot of value to what I see and what I understand. Now let's look at the technical on the long-term perspective. And over this series of tutorial, we discuss about how to construct an uptrend line and a downtrend line. So basically the two rules are for uptrend line, we find three significant trough at least, and we try to connect the dots to its best fit. Now, this is how it works on the macro picture for the precious metal, or in this case, copper. Now, I could see that I'm just going to make this adjustment. That's why I say some adjustment here. And we could see that this was some false break here. And there's a period of wavering in and out and almost touching, but not quite. But we could see at least 1 point, 2, 3, and maybe a few points here. And I would say that generally this is a very nice and beautiful uptrend line for copper. And now let's look at a little bit deeper. We'll dive deeper into, especially for traders. First, we still have to look at the bigger picture and where is the main trend for copper. In the main trend for copper, precious metal, and commodities, I believe is going up. But look at the fundamental reason that Jerome Powell have dropped a hint that the interest rate is going to be continuous. It means that inflation will be continuous. And looking across, commodities should be strengthening and resume its uptrend. That's the clue that I have fundamentally. Now let's look at it technically as well. Now, for the same um, trend line on the downtrend, so the rules still apply. Connect at least three significant peaks. Now, this is what we're going to do here. At least three. The more, the better. And we could see that it kind of touches beautifully 1, 2, 3, and this is fourth. And what I'm expecting here for the commodities or for the copper is maybe there'll be some the next few days. This is where looking at the daily chart, it may have certain volatility before it start to break above and start to move up. And that's what I'm seeing for the copper. And something else, something else. Now, let me just point out to you, let me just add in the volume here. Okay. And that was last Friday. And now it's doing its volatility move, as we could see here. Now, we could see that on this volume with the price surge, something is taking place. This volume, it tells me that interests are back in commodities, or in this case, in copper. And I believe that you'll be tested on this downtrend line. Ultimately, it will break and move up. Now, for those that are interested to trade the copper, and this is the COMEX regular copper, the minimum fluctuation, it states that every 0.0005 points is equal to 1250 US dollars. And I took the liberty to convert it to 0.001 points, 0.01, and zero point 0.1 is equal to 2,500 US dollars. Now let's look at a little bit deeper. So we have an understanding that every zero point 0.1 point is worth 2,500 US dollars for regular copper. Is relatively huge contract. Say for example, if I purchase, I say retrace now, I purchase at 3.5, that's to 3.6, I'll be looking at a profit target of 2,500 US dollars. But if you find that this regular contract is heavy, and the good news is there's also the micro copper in COMEX as well, is 1/10 the size, which means that every zero point 0.1 point is worth 250 US dollars. It's slight and it's easy. Now, let me just move back to the first slide. And this is what I'm expecting over the long run. We're going to see some volatility, but general trend for the matter for copper in this case, I believe that it's going to break this all-time high, $5.04, and it continue to move up. It could be at the end of the year or maybe entering into 2003. Continue to explore this topic with these related videos and register for these webinars as well. Follow my Facebook page for my daily market insights. To be updated with my latest video, subscribe to my channel and remember to turn on the notification bell. See you again very, very, very soon.